Okay, the first nominations for the Caulfield Cup came out today. Just having a bit of a quick look through the nominated runners from the Aidan O'Brien yard, which will always throw up a couple of interesting runners. And one that's made instant appeal is Tower of London. Got that sort of profile of a horse that potentially is going to get him well weighted in a Caulfield Cup and looks very much suited. So Tower of London is a 3-year-old colt by Galileo out of the Anabar mare Dialafara. This one's a full relation to Capri, which was 121 rated, Cypress Creek, Passion, all by Galileo as well. But more importantly, it's the profile of this one that sparks a fair bit of interest. Comes into this as a relatively lightly raced improver. Won its debut at Leopardstown back in July 22 as a 2-year-old over a mile. Was then tried against August Roden, where it failed in a Group 2, finished 5th of 5. But since then has come back and really trained on as a 3-year-old, winning a listed race at Leopardstown, but then went to Down Royal and won really impressively, knocking off Ibrahimovic by 4 1/4 lengths. Was visually highly impressive that day. Then was probably unlucky to lose to Castle Way in a Group 3 at Newmarket after that. I'm just going to show you a little bit through both of those runs. The day it beat Ibrahimovic at Down Royal in the Ulster Derby Premier Handicap level. Put good gaps further back, Hippodrome in 3rd, Young Island 4th, Morbay Madness in 5th. But you can get a line through the second horse home, Ibrahimovic, to Waipiro firstly. Putting it just behind Waipiro, or basically equal with Waipiro on scope for improvement. That was in a novice stakes, and Waipiro has since went on since the 20th of April, and he's now a 2 from 5 winner by Australia out of the Danehill Dancer mare, but he's now 2 from 5 winner, and has since went on and won at Group 3 level impressively at Ascot, knocking off Exoplanet by 2 1/4 over 10 furlongs. But even further back out of this win, the third horse home broke its maiden at the Curragh 2 starts prior behind Tower of London, beaten 5 3/4. The Galileo colt from the Aidan O'Brien yard, Hippodrome, out of a dual stakes Guineas place mare, Lightning Thunder. The fourth home, then the start prior was only beaten 6 by Drumroll, and Drumroll has a Paddington form line. So Tower of London's beat at 7, Drumroll beat at 6. Drumroll then came out, or the start prior. The start prior was only a length and a half off Paddington in a listed contest before at the start of Paddington's long winning streak. So there's good form out of that to suggest that there's more to come from Tower of London yet. That's the first form line that's of interest. And there's also another form line which I'll get into in a minute. There's Paddington going on. The 5th horse home since won as well. Good form prior. So all of that form coming out of the Tower of London win in the Ulster Derby was very good. I'm just going to show you a replay of that win quickly. So this is Tower of London winning at Down Royal in the Ulster Derby. This is Tower of London back here
so the race behind now,
in the purple cap.
And it is still Hippodrome who leads from Ibrahimovic in second as they pass the 6. Young Ireland is just on the outside. The inside is Morbay Madness. They're the one.
Stablemate making the lead on the front end. But it's Tower of London does this very easily.
Pearl of Australia, 9th and final one is Dubowie's Spectre.
At the 5 furlong marker now. Real galloping track Down Royal.
Along in front, 2 to 3 clear from Ibrahimovic in second.
Hard track to go to for the first time and get the hang of, but Tower of London's handled it with aplomb.
Last of all, Dubowie Spectre, as they head now towards the top of the track and begin to descend down towards the 3. Out front, it is still Hippodrome who's led them since
this Tower of London here.
Followed in second spot by Ibrahimovic, who's just being asked for effort now. So too Young Ireland and beginning to move into position.
When the rider extends on it, it's just got a really strong action the way that he lets down and runs away away from him.
And it's Hippodrome on the inside with
And comes to him under a hold as well, while the others are hard out.
And Ibrahimovic has gone to the front. Tower of London goes in pursuit, but it's Ibrahimovic and Dylan Brown McMonagle from Tower of London and Killing.
Quickly picks him up and puts the race away in a twinkling.
Tower of London has the advantage and is beginning to open up clear in the closing stages, and Tower of London is going to go away and take this for Killian Hennessy and Aidan O'Brien.
Pretty soft win in the end.
Ulster Derby by 3-4.
So then after that, Tower of London went to the Group 3 race at Newmarket, where it was just nosed out by Castleway, and the form coming out of that race stacks up as well. So Tower of London still isn't a stakes winner, which means it's going to get into the Caulfield Cup pretty well weighted as a Northern Hemisphere 4-year-old. Circle of Fire was beaten by Castleway to start prior by a length and 3/4, and also a good winner of a handicap at Newmarket prior to that. The third horse home behind Castleway and Tower of London was second to Gregory in a Group 2 race at Ascot, and the form line back through Gregory is very good as well. So all the form around Tower of London suggests it's going to be a high-class group horse on the make. Gregory now undefeated, 3 from 3 winner by Golden Horn out of a Galileo mare. And the fourth horse home franks the Gregory form line as well. So all of the form coming out of that effort of Tower of London when it was second in the Bahrain Trophy at Group 3 level stacks up as well. And if we just have a quick look at the replay of that, you'll see Tower of London was pretty... this is Tower of London in third. That's Castleway, the eventual winner there in the Godolphin Silks. But he's pretty unlucky.
And he's been allowed to do so.
They go along at a pretty leisurely clip, but when they quicken and get to 37, 38 miles an hour, when they're all asked to quicken, Tower of London sort of chopped out, has to come back to the inside, and it just misses on the line. So he probably should have won this race. So he's going to get him well handicapped here as not being a stakes winner into the Caulfield Cup, which is a big advantage. So Tower of London tries to go for a run there and then switches back.
He's rather trapped on heels, held in by the Grace and George, who's making his effort.
Comes back to the inside.
Extreme right is running on. Now more finds daylight under the
and you see that strong galloping action once again.
Challenge Castleway and St George as they climb inside the last furlong. It's Castleway, Tower of London and St George.
Now remember, the form lines through these first three home are all very strong. Back to Gregory.
It's going to be a finish of inches here. Castleway, nose down from Tower of London, St George.
So it's pretty strong action through the line. Like the way that he lengthens. Plenty more to come for Tower of London. He's going to get into the Caulfield Cup very well weighted. He's got entries for traditional lead-ups in the Great Voltager and the Lonsdale Cup. And also the St Ledger Stakes. So all things suggest that the Aidan O'Brien yard are going to head towards the Caulfield Cup with Tower of London, maybe a Melbourne Cup. 26.0, 7.5 at the moment. Once weights come out, he's going to be a lot shorter than that, especially if he continues on a winning streak through these couple of lead-up races, 23rd of August, 25th of August, 16th of September. So that's a quick look at Tower of London as a Caulfield Cup futures bet on October 21. Thanks.